All right, welcome back. You're watching Duty's Daggers, and we have a box of knives here to look at. These come from Jason of Knife Dope fame. These are not all his knives. I believe they were sent to him to check out by Don Farmer of DNK Knives. And I'm just next in line to take a look at them. So let's dig on in here. Let's see. I have no idea what these are, so I'm excited. Oh shit! All right, we got something from Heretic Knives. Something from Quiet Carry. Something from Protech. Huh. All right. Very interesting. All right. So, what should we start with? I guess. Shit. Let's do Quiet Carry. Let's see here. Oh yeah, it's one of these. What's it gonna be? Okay. All right. This is. I actually almost bought one of these. This is a slip joint, right? Yeah, it's a slip joint. What is this one called? Crap. I'm totally blanking right now. I can't remember what it's called. And for some reason, it doesn't say on the box. This is a slip joint, right? Yeah. Okay. Huh. Yeah, these were on sale recently, and I almost bought one. I decided not to. And I'm about to find out if I regret that decision or not. Love the texture. This is, Quiet Carry's signature texturing that they use. I love it. This is titanium. Yeah, definitely titanium. We have a pocket clip, which is a little odd, but you can always take it off if you don't like it. Little divot, kind of opening notch right here, kind of more in the center of the blade, which is odd. Usually they're kind of more down here. Drop point blade, full flat grind. Definitely could be thinner behind the edge. It's surprisingly thick, actually, which is kind of weird. Let's see, CPM 20 CV. The blade looks a little small for the handle. Is the first thing I thought of when I looked at one. And yeah, in person it does seem that way as well. Let's check behind the edge because it seems like way too thick. Let's see. Yeesh, 29 thousandths. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. That's a lot. Up here towards the tip, it's thinner. At, come on, 22 thousandths. Gosh, yeah. Well, it'll still cut, obviously. It won't be probably the sliciest thing ever, but it'll cut for sure. Definitely nice and pointy, if you want to, pierce into tape or whatever you're doing with it. Sharpening choil is a little small, but at least it's out from the plunge grind. Walk and talk is definitely on the weak side, for sure, but not awful. Better than the Benchmade proper, I can say that. I don't know. Overall, I don't think I'd buy one of these, but it feels pretty good, Love the texture. I actually really like the blade shape. It just feels a little odd to me, the whole thing. Okay, let's move on. This one, there we go. I guess I can do it like that. Come on, you bugger. Okay, you're getting closed, buddy. Actually, let's take the box away. Let's check out the Protech. It feels very heavy. Oh, nice. Yeah, this one I remember. Now I remember. He said he was sending this. This is the Godson in what feels like brass. This is really heavy. Is that brass or is that anodized titanium? Why does it not say anything anywhere? Well, I guess we'll never know. But it feels real heavy. Wow, that's a massive clip. Holy shit, that's huge. Oh, it's a fancy one. We got a abalone button, it looks like. This has got to be brass. It's heavy. Let's fire this thing. Oh, man, that's badass. Gosh. Spear point blade. Well, I guess, yeah, it's probably a spear point. Big ol' kind of false edge, sort of slash swedge on that side. I guess I don't even know what you would really call that. Pretty symmetrical design. This is very like switchbladey, sort of daggery kind of thing. Fires real hard. A little bit of a bounce up there. Like it feels like it's hitting the stop pin and just bouncing like this, like a couple times really quickly. I don't know if that's coming through the sound on video or not, but I can feel it. Yeah, this is definitely brass. Looking down in there, it's like real shiny. Definitely almost 100% sure this is brass. I mean, yeah, this is pretty badass. So the carbon fiber inlay here. Yeah. 154 cm blade steel. This is definitely not a knife that's going to be super useful for EDC. This is more of a fancy kind of like I would picture like someone in the mafia would carry this, or some like gangster, Italian gangster maybe. Not great for EDC, Let's check behind the edge on this one too. And behind the measurement isn't everything. 21 thousandths. The tip, we're looking at 28 thousandths. But it does for sure play a factor. In a knife like this, it's just not going to slice that well. It'll slice, but it's not going to pass through materials super well. Really, really pointy tip. Look how fine that tip is. But, being good at EDC tasks isn't everything. This is really sweet, This is really, really sweet. Not sure how much these go for, these fancy versions, or this fancy version. There are just regular, I think, G10 ones that are pretty reasonable. Regular kind of Protech prices, maybe 180, somewhere around there. Maybe even less. Man, yeah, that's fun to push that button, though. Here, I'll open this one up. All right, the Heretic. Ooh, what is that? Is that a slip joint? I think, yeah, it is. Wow, okay. Carbon fiber. Serial numbered and dated on the clip there. Fancy pivots. Huh. Magnicut. Wow, look at this finish. What is that even called? It looks so cool. Man, that's nice. It's like is that a polished DLC? I don't know. Really, really nice though. Pretty thin blade stock. Okay, this is thin behind the edge. That's 11 thousandths. Hell yeah, that's more like it, baby. That's more like it. Even this has, this in there, and, the swedge will help, but even though it has this thing, I think this will slice well. In fact, I'm pretty positive. Thin blade stock, 11 thousandths behind the edge. This one will be a good cutter. The best cutter out of these on the table for sure. Sheep's foot blade. Walk and talk, definitely pretty darn weak. Yeah, very lackluster on the walk and talk. I think that's to a point where it would bother me. It's mushy. I hate to be picky, but I would way rather have some QSP walk and talk. You know, QSP does it really well. GEC does it very well. A lot of places do it really well. But, Heretic doesn't strike me as a knife maker production place that does slip joints very often. This may be their first slip joint. I don't know. They're not known for their slip joints, so, you can kind of forgive that a little bit. But I don't know. If I was making a slip joint, I would want it to be really, really snappy. But yeah, I like this design though. It's just, yeah, it's so mushy. Huh. I wonder how much this costs. But I mean, if you aren't into slip joints, this might be totally fine for you, because you don't really know, or really, you don't know what like super snappy walk and talk is, so you might be totally fine with this if you didn't know. And if you really love the design, then this might be fine. The sharpening choil is good. That's nice. Big hardware. That's cool. Holy crap, the clip is tight as hell. I don't even think I'm going to get that in my pocket. Let me try it. Nope. I literally can't even put this in my pocket. And I'm wearing corduroys. This clip, I cannot even get it to lift with my finger. Holy crap. I can't even lift it with my finger. That is the tightest clip I've ever seen. I mean, just looking at it, you can tell it's going to be tight. It's short. It's a thick piece of titanium with no kind of milling underneath inside there. It's an unmovable clip. Wow. All right, this is not super well thought through. This is not very well thought out. All right. I like the Godson the best, I think, out of these on the table. This is sick. Like I said, not the most practical thing, but I'd probably still carry it sometimes just because it's really cool. Just for the badass factor. Definitely a good self-defense knife. Pokey. Cool. Always fun to check out new knives, man. I freaking love it. So thanks to Jason and to Dawn. Go check out DNK Knives. I have a discount code under in the description, I believe. And that's it. Like the video. All right. Subscribe if you're not. See you soon.